First of all, it's about finding out as much as you can about those people. How many people are we talking about? How far do they? How many of them actually have a journey that's of cyclable length? Of those people, how many own a bike? 2/3 of them in your average British city probably won't even own a bike. How many of them can cycle? So find out as much as you can about those people, first of all. And think about what motivates them. What are those people's values? What are the reasons why they might cycle? Because it's cheap, because it's fun, because it's healthy, because it's quick. So that's going to be different for different target audiences. And the more we know about those people, the better chance we have of designing the right programme that's going to work for that group.
It was the realisation that we were trying to reach everybody, but in doing so we were reaching nobody. We brought in a marketing specialist and we explained the issue and we developed a marketing strategy. Now what that meant was that we then developed target audiences. We knew who we were trying to aim for. We developed a brand that was geared to that particular set of people. And from that moment, everything we did was held up against our set of goals. So we said, okay, we've got this scheme or we've got this promotional idea. Does it fit? Does it do our target audience? Would they go for it? If not, let's just drop it. And that has meant that we've been much more focused on what we were trying to achieve, and we've had much greater successes. In recent surveys, we have a 78% brand recognition, which is fantastic. So that's probably that realisation that isn't quite working, and then a relaunch of our brand, effectively the relaunch of Cycle Southend, that is probably only a year old, that has meant that we have made huge leaps in trying to reach out to the public and to capture their imagination, which is really how we've got our biggest successes.
The most important things are just looking at every individual issue. Yes, you do want a cycle network which is connected and which is accessible. That's not the end of the story. That's actually, in a way, the start of the story. Once you've got those connected routes, once you know that it's really accessible, you also need to give people a reason to start cycling. And so, quite often we might kind of be vaguely aware that you could cycle, but somehow we never quite get around to it. And so special events, for example, Wheelie Wednesdays, Bike Cycle Fridays, workplace cycle challenges, all of those things give people a reason to give cycling a go. And that's really important, giving people that reason to get started, as well as making sure that when they do, they have an absolutely great experience.